Now we will see what are the JUnit assertions. JUnit assertions. Like JUnit assertions are nothing but a JUnit has a collection of assertions, like collection of assertions. Like these are defined in the class called org.JUnit Jupyter.api.assertions. Okay, we have few methods like method names. Like assertEquals. Here the name suggests like asserts the values that are equal, like we can check like equal values. And other one is assertNotEquals. Like method suggests values are not equal. Similarly we have assertNull. Like it will check the value is null or not. Similarly we have assertNotNull. It will check value is not null. Similarly we have a lot more functions like that. First we will see each one by one example. In the calculator utils, now I will define one method which is nothing but to check null. Yeah, we have few more methods like assertNull and assertNotNull. Those also we will discuss now. First here we will define method called as check null, where we will consider the return type will be object. Here what it will take is based on the input. It will take the object as input, and if the object is not null, then we will return the object itself. Otherwise we will return null. So for this test case, I'll go to the predefined calculator utils test, and here I'll define one more method called, here public is optional, so I'm writing void and test. What is the method I have given? Check null. So I'll define check null. Here just I'll use the method assertNull. Here I have taken two parameters is if the test case is failing, I will return a custom message which I am defining. Here object should be null. Okay, for that what I will do is I'll define one method, one object for it, calculator utils. I have created a new object for it, and to pass the parameter I'll define one more my calculator, and I'm assigning this object as null. So what I will do here is I'll call calculator utils dot check null. I'll pass my calculator object. Since it is the null, the method should return as, the method should pass here. So I'll execute this method. Here test check, sorry, I have debug. I'll execute now. Yeah, if you see here, my test case is passing. To fail the test case, now I'll assign an object for this, and I'll re-execute the method. If we check here, the expected should be null, and we are always getting the not null. So I'll remodify the code to assign a null to the my calculator object. Similarly, I'll define one more method for not null. Here I'll test check not null. Here I'll use assert not null. I'll static import this method. Based on the assertion class, I'm importing the static method. Now object should not be null. I'll re-execute this method. Here my test case is failing because here I am using the assertNotNull. Since my method is returning the null, I should not get null, I should get always the object. So I'll reassign a reference for my calculator object. So again I'll re-execute this method. Now my test case is passing. So here we have executed the assertNull and assertNotNull. Now we will go for assertEquals, which we have already defined in the predefined video. Now we will check for assertNotNull. For this, what I will do is, sorry, assertNotEquals, right? I'll define one more test case. I'll rename this to test equals, and I'll redefine one more method to test not equals. So here I am having the expected value. I'll define one more attribute, one more variable called as unexpected value. Now I'll pass this unexpected result, something 8, and I'll re-execute this. Here my test case is, sorry, here I'm using since assertEquals, I'll replace it with static import of assertNotEquals. Here the import is not available for assertNotEquals, a static import. I'll import it, and I'll re-execute this method. Here the test case is passing. Here I did not do anything, just I'm passing a value which the actual result is differ from. So I just change the value from 1 plus 3 4 to some other value. We can keep any other value, something 0 or anything. Okay, thank you.